everyone, welcome back to DoubleClick Media, your trusted plug for authentic movie breakdowns and honest storytelling insights.
Subscribe to my channel.
Jim Ike's Sin, First Blood bleeds out before the sequel. What sets a film apart in today's saturated cinema market is the strength of its storytelling and the willingness to take bold creative risks, regardless of genre or style. In Nollywood, the resurgence of the crime drama and thriller has been marked by notable titles such as the King of Boys franchise, The Trade, Brotherhood, Gangs of Lagos, Tukumbo, and Shanty Town. These films, while not without narrative flaws, attempt to resist mediocrity and push artistic boundaries, reflecting diverse realities that resonate with Nigerian audiences. King of Boys, for example, reinvigorates the genre with its focus on a charismatic and ambitious female protagonist who navigates risks and setbacks in her pursuit of power. Gangs of Lagos, Prime Video's first African original, explores gang life in a corner of Lagos and even dares to depict the Eyo masquerade in controversial circumstances. Unfortunately, this appetite for innovation seems absent in Sin, First Blood, a Prime Video crime drama that forms the basis of this discussion. Follows the story of Tosin Sinna, aka Sin, a young woman played by Tony Tones, who, in the wake of the arrest of her husband, Jide Sinna, for illicit drug trafficking and distribution, is coerced to join the same clandestine criminal organization, the Consortium, to aid money laundering and other related nefarious activities. While Tosin cautiously treads between forced loyalty and helping the DEA, Drug Enforcement Agency, bring down the cartel, including one of its masterminds, Mr. Black, Jim Ike.
This is Big Mo.
Boss, it be like say they don't display spider.
Brilliant. Now good news be that.
No be so.
Go take them all.
Everything.
All their shower, all their money, logistics.
Every goddamn thing where they get
For street. So what go take?
We go take am. We go take am. Because now waiting, now our time be this.
Clearly, we have a situation to solve. Again. You're George and the executioner. In our word, there must be law and order. He is your first blood. You owe me that blood. Now, line him up in your sight. In for his head. Squeeze the trachea. Do it.
The organization makes a successful attempt to assassinate Jide to cover their tracks. The film ends on an inconclusive note that hints at a sequel. Tosi meets the enigmatic Mr. Black at the top of a luxury building, where the man tells her that killing Jide was because of betrayal and reminds the recalcitrant lady of her new membership and responsibility in the organization.
I bought this building because the view reminds me of my place in the order of life. And everyone else's. My dear, how insensitive of me. You look distraught. This must have been a terrifying experience for you.
Why, Jide? Why?
Jide knew the rules. And he broke it. He overstepped his boundaries. And as a consequence, he had to meet a tragic end. You must understand, my dear. The world you live in now is different. The consortium values loyalty above all else. But now Jide is out of the picture. That leaves you to feel it. I believe you're uniquely positioned to fill that vacancy.
I don't want to do this anymore. I want out!
Of course you do. I have a prior engagement. I don't think you really understand the picture, my dear. You're one of us now. You have nowhere to go. Come to terms with it. Till death do us part. You are becoming. Let it be.
As Tosin screams in defiance and Mr. Black, accompanied by an assistant, walks away, the camera gradually assumes a distant aerial position and a closing soundtrack seals the scene, but nothing really sticks or waters our anticipation. Sin, First Blood is co-directed by Yemi Morafa and Dimeji Ajibola of blessed memory. Morafa is most recently known for directing The Party, a 3-part Netflix murder mystery limited series, while Dimeji is the man behind the popular Netflix crime thriller series Shantytown, whose sequel is in the works. Produced by Jim Ike and co-written with Emil Garuba, Michael Garuba, and Brenda Ogbuka Garuba, Sin First Blood also stars Kelechi Degebe, Bimbo Manuel, Charles Okocha, Uze Usman, Chimezi Imo, and Gideon Okeke, among others. Veterans like Chidi Mokeme and Shafi Bello are mentioned in the cast, but we can only experience them in the anticipated sequel. Like many previous Nollywood titles of this genre, Sin First Blood addresses crime, violence, betrayal, and also spotlights the underbelly of Lagos.
Excuse me, ladies. I'll bring her back in 5 minutes.
I'll be right back.
There's a meeting you must attend.
Wait, but it's opening night.
This one is very important. Come on. Hand it over. Let's go, 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 let's go.
Sit. These are your distribution heads, representing the 6 geopolitical zones. Gentlemen, lady, may I introduce Miss Tosin Ajala, your new head of operations.
That its themes coincide with those of other existing domestic films is not itself a problem, but Jim Ike's production lacks an original edge of its own. It feels like a jumble of ideas. The opening of the film evokes memories of an early scene in Shantytown, a film series set outside Lagos, also directed by Dimeji Ajibola. In both circumstances, we witness the display of unclad women, notorious men, money and illegal drugs in a subterranean facility. Perhaps this too wouldn't have been much of a problem for Sin had the film taken more of its time to show us how the consortium operated locally and internationally, rather than simply just telling us through its characters. The film mostly skims over the organizational arrogance of the criminal group, and the only moment that truly conveys its ruthlessness is the shootout scene, where disguised as police officers, they exchange fire with DEA agents and kill Jude as he exits the courthouse. However,
I understand there's been some new developments.
Yes, Your Honor. My client has agreed to a plea bargain to a reduced sentence for 10 years at the minimum security prison.
Is that right, Mr. Shina?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the state in agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. If the prosecution have nothing else to add, this case is closed.
Take a message to Tosin. Tell her that I'm really sorry, and that I'll make it up to her.
It's okay. You did good in there. I want to assure you that everything is going to be all right, okay?
I hope so.
Get in.
What's going on? What is happening?
Get it. Go. Hey! First! Go!
Sin and Turnoff is an on-screen title that differs from the Prime Video label, Sin First Blood. If this is deliberate, why so? If it's a mistake, it tells badly of the editorial team and reflects the producer's poor attention to detail. For a mistake, it's even more disingenuous, considering that one of the producers and co-writers, Jim Ike, is an industry veteran with almost 2 decades of acting experience. As the plot progresses, the narrative world and character arcs do not get the attention they deserve for the scale of a production based on a threatened drug-based empire. Again, with Sin First Blood, the Lagosification of Nollywood stories continues. Over the years, while providing a base for the efflorescence of filmmaking in the country, the metropolitan city has been milked and overused across different cinema projects. Whether it's the city's chaos, serendipity, tense politics, criminal underworld, or romantic attractions, Lagos finds expression in the heart of most creatives, not merely serving as location and setting for their works, but also attesting to their successes. The Wedding Party, set against the backdrop of the culture of celebration in Lagos, announces a new dispensation in Nollywood. Films like After 30, A Lagos Christmas, and A Lagos Love Story appeal to the city's romantic sensibilities, whereas the likes of King of Boys, Gangs of Lagos, and Baby Farm expose the city as a potential domicile for underground crime. For a production that is reportedly created with a $2.5 million budget, Sin brings nothing new to the table in style and execution. Even with its focus on Lagos, the film bows to mundane, weary ambition, passing on the opportunity to convincingly capture lush and eventful aspects of the city, despite the story being woven around a supposedly interesting couple composed of a billionaire man and his socialite wife. A flashback that revealed glimpses of Mr. and Mrs. Sinha's past flamboyant lifestyle and engagements before Jadivo deals would have added meaningful depth. The argument that Nollywood lacks adequate funding for quality storytelling compared to its international counterparts is valid. For example, the 1972 American gangster crime drama classic, The Godfather, often regarded as one of the greatest films of the genre, was produced on a budget of $6 to $7 million, which amounts to about $46 million in 2025 when adjusted for inflation. In the case of Sin First Blood, however, narrative discretion seems absent. Despite having multiple individuals involved in its production, screenplay, and directorial departments, the behind-the-scenes collaborations fail to translate to on-screen quality. The result is a film that struggles to feel grand, populated by shallow, uninspiring characters and held together by a lazily conceived plot.
Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more Nollywood breakdowns, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next upload. I'll catch you in the comments. Peace.
Subscribe to my channel.